Brian Wilson's story begins in the sun-drenched neighborhoods of Inglewood, California, where in 1942 he was born into a family that would soon become synonymous with American music. Alongside his brothers Dennis and Carl, cousin Mike Love, and friend Al Jardine, Brian co-founded the Beach Boys in 1961. What started as a youthful project soon blossomed into a cultural phenomenon, as their harmonies came to define the spirit of a generation yearning for freedom, youth, and endless summer. From the outset, Brian's musical genius was unmistakable. He was the architect behind the signature harmonies and arrangements that set the Beach Boys apart. While the world fell in love with sun, sand, and surf through hits like Surfin' USA and California Girls, it was Brian's inventive production and deep emotional resonance that gave the band its lasting power. His knack for layering vocals and instruments created a wall of sound that, while inspired by his heroes, reached new heights of sophistication. Nowhere is this more evident than on the 1966 album Pet Sounds, a record that not only revolutionized pop music, but also redefined what an album could be. Songs like God Only Knows and Wouldn't It Be Nice showcased Brian's gift for blending innocence with aching vulnerability, crafting melodies that seemed to capture the very essence of longing and hope. Yet, behind the shimmering harmonies and chart-topping singles, Brian battled profound personal struggles. Throughout the 1960s and beyond, he faced mental health challenges, including schizoaffective disorder. The pressures of fame, combined with substance abuse, led him into a long and complicated relationship with therapist Eugene Landy. Landy's influence over Brian's life was so pervasive that it became a matter of public and family concern, culminating in a conservatorship that lasted for decades. Brian's life and struggles were poignantly depicted in the acclaimed biopic Love and Mercy, which brought his story of creativity and pain to a new generation. The film captured not just the music, but the emotional complexity and resilience that defined Brian Wilson. It's a reminder that his genius came at a cost, but also that his spirit endured. The Beach Boys' journey was not without darkness. The band's orbit briefly intersected with the infamous Charles Manson, whose relationship with Dennis Wilson cast a shadow over their legacy. This unsettling chapter serves as a stark contrast to the sunny image of the band, revealing the turbulent realities that sometimes lurked beneath the surface. Through it all, Brian's family remained a source of both challenge and comfort. His daughters, Carnie and Wendy Wilson, found their own success with Wilson Phillips, carrying forward the family's musical torch. His wife, Melinda Ledbetter, stood by his side through years of triumph and turmoil, providing stability and support when he needed it most. Brian's career brought him not only artistic acclaim, but also considerable wealth, though it was his legacy, more than any net worth, that defined him. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988, and honored by the Kennedy Center in 2007, Brian remained a towering figure in music. His influence can be heard in the work of artists from Paul McCartney to contemporary indie bands, each echoing the emotional depth and innovation he brought to pop and rock. In his final years, Brian faced further health challenges, including a severe neurocognitive disorder that required constant care. Yet, even as his capacity to perform faded, his music remained a source of comfort and inspiration for millions. On June 11, 2025, Brian Wilson passed away at the age of 82. Tributes poured in from across the world, a testament to the impact of a man who turned his pain into beauty and brought the California sound to every corner of the globe. In his melodies, his harmonies, and his courage, Brian Wilson's spirit lives on, forever woven into the fabric of American music. Rest in peace, Brian. Your music will live forever.